two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. It's just me and you. It's just me. Mike, 53. 26.
Prescott on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play not much better than...
Entering ball carrier screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
The first, just a gain of 1 there. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Prescott from the gun. And he connects with Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gun. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
47. Go. Get out there. Safety cream. Mike, 53. 53. We go 47. Pick it up.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Buddy up. We've got 25 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check 15. Check 15. Let's go. Come on. Check, check. Fresno.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now McCoy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. 27. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Here we go, 47.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Redskins send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. On the return, it's Tate. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the Redskins' 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going to come back to you. We're going to 54. One in. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here.
To throw is Prescott. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now it's Tate. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First down, Dallas.
Set, ready. Go to base. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Keep playing hard.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready? 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Not here. SOS. He's coming. We got this.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 3. Anyway. Check. Chill.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get out there, get out there. 58.
A handoff to Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, 46, 46. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. 46.
Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here we go, here we go. Get you running, get you running. Hey. Shit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now this time Murray to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53, Mike 53.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon half. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy. The 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now it's Murray. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Check 53's Mike. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
We're going to 53.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's complete right side to Gabriel. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, but how about the people up to block in front of it, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Check 99. Check 99. It's free.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, it's Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On third down, here's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The kick by Bryant is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There you go. Hey, kill. That's 27. Gun.
Let's get off the field.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
53.
Prescott now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Prescott off play action. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly, but the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in the stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
On second down, there's the option going left. They run it again with Jnyce. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here I come.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, but it's going to be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Redskins on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Switch it, hey.
Right there, 54, right there.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got Adams on the hookup. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Mike, spot 4.
Prescott on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing, Prescott, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, kill. Everybody kill.
54, Mike, 54. You're trapped. Check 31.
Go, get out there.
Spot 4, Mike, spot 4. Mike, spot 4. Drop deep.
Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 right at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Prescott. Amendola catching it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, here we go. Gun. Hey, one set.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
No. Off. Max box.
Back to throw it. Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.